Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxbrough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, that line 20, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go Bandit!
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
On second down, they'll run with White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these 2 teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. Throwing is Brady on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Wait, that 380. It's a party now. It's a party now. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands, let me go.
First down, here's White.
Go, run.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the shot. Regular.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression? 3 in a cup of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, exit. 50. Mike's 50. It's a swarm on. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Alert! Hey, Mike 50. Here we go. Hey, Charlie.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Sugar! Hey, check Mike 50. Hey, Echo. Check Mike 50. Push him back. Hey, check. Mike 50. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Switch it. X3. 218, chop it.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Gets this to his running back. That's J.Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? 180. 50. Strip that ball. Undercut.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you score? He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on the last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Move. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go, D.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, D.Bush. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. As they come up now on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Steelers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith Schuster. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Pittsburgh.
Black 80. 25 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Toss play, Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
5. Rip right. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, alert. 29 is the Mike.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
They'll run on first down. Conner. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Mike 29. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, LURK 3. One day.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well. So looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Hey, goal 66.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
To throw again. Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wide, 80.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shadow.
Check right. Watch 55. Not here.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm trying to collect.
Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Sugar.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Wide, 20.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check it.
Mike 50. And watch the leg.
Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
50, Mike 50. Big stop, G.
Hey, do.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike's 50.
Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's 50. Mike.
Bravo.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxbrough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
We got this.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Rushed in. Rushed in.
No foul.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
66.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready? 180.
51. 951. Hey, tight.
Black and third.
On 2nd down. It's Conner trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Set! Blue 30.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check 15.
Switch.
61. Match box light.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Here I come again.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hold 50.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Brady gives this to White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Regular.
Hey, Mike 50.
Go.
Hey, Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Hey, hold 66.
Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, off the ball, off the ball. Hey, 50.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Alert. You got time. You got like it.
Roethlisberger will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 29.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with White. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Move.
Brady now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.Conner, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good. Back now in Foxbrough, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't been 72. Don't get nervous.
Mike, 50.
Hey, Steve Stick. Steve Stick.
Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. To Gordon, out left. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the...
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Michelle, and he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike, guys, 55.
Hey, watch the slant.
Big edge. Shoot.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Roethlisberger now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a give to Conner. And an alley to run. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.Conner, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score.
Kill. One day. Let's go. Hey, orbit. Come on, D. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. 50. I'm on. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't run 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that. Rush coming, and he's taken down. R.Shazier able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down to get this to the finish line.
Ozzy. Inning day. Mike's 50. Hey, Alpha. Watch the curl. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No spacing.
29 is Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Who's 30?
Mike 29.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Help out! 52. Jack 16. Hey! Mike 7.
Roethlisberger to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's get off the field.
Regular.
On the ground, Michelle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Set! Black 30.
25 to Mike.
Nicholas, 66. 77. Hey! Go get him!
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Set! Black 20.
25 to Mike.
44.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
J.Smith Schuster. A gain of 14. 1st down, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Show that bench release and go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now,